I have been in the US for more than 3 weeks now, and I can definitely say that compared to my home country, Turkey, it is absolutely a different world almost. Uh, Hello everyone, my name is Görkem Efe, and I am an exchange student that has come from Turkey, and I will be staying here for a month in Washington, D.C., USA. And I go to the university, Bay Atlantic University, for this term. And today I will be talking about my experience living in America as a Turkish person, as a Turk. So, first of all, I believe that for, okay, at least in my experience, the systems that I was involved with, such as banking systems, operator systems, they are very primal compared to their Turkish counterparts. And even though maybe there is some infrastructure improvements like 5G, I wasn't able to understand if that was actually the case, because you might have 5G in Turkey as well. I just don't have the phone that can use it. But I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about like literally the technological app experiences, because I'm a software engineer, and even not as a software engineer, you can clearly see these differences. Like for example, with the Bank of America, I opened my account like when I came here, and I had a problem with the shipping, but that was resolved. I now have my card. But I was surprised that many of the transactions that you could do in Turkey are either restricted, paid, or just not available. And even simple stuff like changing my PIN. For example, I had to go to the financial center again today to change my PIN number on my card, because I didn't know what it was. And I think you can do it from the app in Turkey. I don't know, like this is just a focused experience of Bank of America, but that was just an example. For example, there's also the metro lines, and they are very convoluted. So in order to get to where you want, it's compared to Istanbul, it takes a lot longer, and you usually have to walk like, yeah, again, this is very specific, but you have to walk a long distance to both get to the metro stations and when you get out, like when I get out, I had to walk a lot to my school. And yeah, maybe it's a residence and studying, like where I'm studying issue, but there is shuttle to go to school. But besides that, yeah, I travel at least with public transportation. Other than that, we have T-Mobile. I was recommended to use it by my school, and the app, iOS app, I don't think it's good, because you can only buy, as far as I have been able to, you can only buy for a month, and you can't really track your stuff. To do that, you have to go to their website, and it's not available in the app. There are links to it, but why are there links to it when you can just make it in the app? I don't understand. Like in Turkey, there is like a whole ecosystem of an operator, and we have like 3 main operators, and those operators do their job really well, each one of them. So there isn't much of a reason to change operators besides maybe the specific stuff they use that are external and not specific to the operator themselves. But here, I believe that it was really difficult to do my operations regarding T-Mobile. And for example, I had to renew my subscription, and the payment system literally didn't accept my Turkish debit card. So and I hadn't received my Bank of America debit or credit card or anything like that, so I couldn't really make the payments through card, and then I had to seek out center for that, T-Mobile center, help center, I guess, something like that. And then I paid an extra $5 just to renew my subscription, because they charge a fee for opening it in the store, T-Mobile store, the center. And another thing I saw is that the differences between the lower class and the higher class are astronomical. For example, I have I mostly saw the, I guess, lower class, because I'm kind of a part of it, and like I travel with public transportation daily, and like I already also have seen New York, and I could imagine what it could be like living and working there. So America is definitely not what it makes it out to be, what people make it out to be. It might be like when you come here, you usually, like, I had the feeling that how is this country the most one of the most powerful nations in the world, if not the most powerful? But its internal systems are definitely weird. Maybe there is a lot for me to learn, because it's just been 3 weeks, like I said, and I'm missing a lot of stuff. But that's kind of like first impressions, I guess. And another topic is that food, especially if you eat out, food portions are really big. But ever since I came here, even after eating a lot, I would just get hungry like an hour or two later, which was really weird, because I'm quite a skinny person, so I don't really eat a lot. And I mean, I was surprised even with myself, like how could I be eating this much? And I don't know, I'm trying to process it, but maybe it's something in the food, I guess. Yeah. That aside, why it might be this good as a nation, and the system, like what I have seen, like, apart from what I have seen, why it might be good, I have a few theories. I saw that its education is a lot more rigorous, and they care a lot about how students do stuff, or what they are supposed to do. Like, I mean, in the first week of school, I had to finish a online course from Coursera, and it was like writing an essay, and I have never written an essay, and I'm 20, so maybe it was just my university's thing, but I never really needed to write an essay. And now, like, I have to 3 out of my 5 classes require me to write essays and learn. So this week has been really busy trying to learn all of those. And obviously the 1 day freebie for missing class, that's different as well, because in my home university, which is Bashir University, it was way more generous. Like, you could miss a lot more classes, but it's not a specific university thing in the US. It's, I think, for all universities. So them having generalized that, and also, is really good. And also all of the big universities like MIT, Harvard, I've seen both of them, and like Stanford and other ones like Yale's, and they are here, and there is a reason that they were able to prosper here, and that is I think part of why the United States has been able to produce so many successful people in general, because the education, like the chances of producing a better person, a more successful person, are higher because of these education systems and schools, prestigious schools. Not that I am going to see it for a bit. I see those in person because I obviously don't go to one of those, but you can really understand why they would produce some of the people that changed the world, essentially. And also, maybe the online systems being so primal is due to law and regulations, because ever since I came to the United States, maybe it's to America, it's like especially with my cyber law class, I have seen, like, not just that, America in general, there is a lot more emphasis on law, and that comes up a lot, like these regulations, even in simple places. Like you see it a lot, and like just for the security of the people and maybe the independence of the people, and like to protect its citizens, it's really managed. I don't know how well it is in Turkey, but in America you can definitely see the constraints of some of these laws affecting the advancement in some technological part. And despite that, it's one of the biggest technological hubs in the world. And that is interesting as well, because I have seen New York, but I haven't seen San Francisco and Los Angeles yet. And where there are tech hubs, I think that's what I'm saying between the difference between the lows and the highs, because technological advancements and production, I don't think it's happening all throughout US, and there are just a few like main center points, like Silicon Valley. Obviously that is like a densely packed area of technology and it's like entrepreneurship and venture capital stuff. But yeah, that was it. Honestly, it could be anything at this point. Oh yeah, would I live here for the future? Like for my future, would I consider doing my master's here and working here? That's, I'm still not sure about it, but from what I can tell, especially if I do try that, I will be kind of an immigrant, and there are a lot of regulations around being an immigrant as well. For example, I guess it will take me probably around like 8 years to get a green card if I wanted to start the process this year, which is like crazy. 8 years of your life. I mean, I'm 20, and like 8 years would be almost half of my life. Like, yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, that's it. And maybe I should, yeah. In my next video, I will probably be talking about living here as a student. So a more focused approach, because I've been talking about all this stuff, but the education system deserves more attention, I believe. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.